The NASCAR Xfinity Series race has officially concluded from Homestead Miami Speedway, and we see Sam Mayer hold off a hard-charging Riley Herbst to pick up his fourth win of 2023. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. I just got done watching NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Homestead Miami Speedway. The contender boasts 300. We have quite a bit to talk about from this race. Let's go and talk about it. So at the start of the race, you had Cole Custer lead the field from the outside and John Nemechek on the inside, and Cole Custer got a fantastic run and was able to clear for the race lead. Then we saw Cole Custer dominate early, and Justin Allgaier tried everything to get back by him, but Cole Custer was able to clear once again for the race lead and continue his dominating fashion. He would continue to dominate and would come off the corner and win stage number one. Meanwhile, he had Sheldon Creed early who was leaking a fluid, some sort of fluid, I think, in water, I'm guessing. And then also CJ McLaughlin's car caught on fire. Glad to see everyone was okay, but that would end CJ McLaughlin's day. And then all lead lap cars would then come down pit road with Cole Custer keeping the lead off of pit road. Brandon Jones had a very long stop and lost his end of positions on pit road and was also penalized for going over the wall too soon. And Josh Williams got penalized for equipment interference. So then on the restart, Cole Custer lead the field from the inside and Sam Mayer on the inside. And we saw Sheldon Creed just not have a good restart and lost a ton of positions. And Sam Mayer actually had a fantastic run going in turn number 2 and was able to pass Cole Custer. But then the next lap, Cole Custer was able to clear Sam Mayer for the race lead and would continue to dominate. Then on lap 68, the second caution race came out for Dawson Cram, who spun in turn number 1 from 33rd after the left rear came off. You got to tighten these wheels, especially with these cars having 5-1. Let's make sure to tighten those wheels, and this unfortunate end Dawson Cram's day. So then we saw a little bit of strategy where most leaders stayed out, except Derek Kraus, Kyle Sieg, and Jeremy Clements. Those guys would come to pit road while everyone else stayed out, and those guys took 4 tires as well. So then on the restart, Cole Custer lead the field from the outside and John Nemechek on the inside. And John Nemechek got a fantastic run and was able to clear for the lead. But then about 5 laps later, Derek Kraus got a huge run and was able to get up to the front and go with the fresh tires and was able to clear for the lead, would continue his dominating fashion, at least at that time, and win by 2 seconds in stage and come off the corner and win stage number 2. Then all lead lap cars would then come down pit road with Cole Custer leading the field off of pit road. Josh Berry would get penalized, unfortunately, for speeding on pit road. So then on the restart, Cole Custer lead the field from the outside with Justin Allgaier on the inside, and Cole Custer got a great run, was able to clear for the race lead. And then down the backstretch, the biggest incident of the day would happen with 104 laps to go when Brandon Jones and Derek Kraus had contact. They were 4 wide going down the back straightaway, and unfortunately, Derek Kraus went down into Chandler Smith and it collected Brett Moffitt as well. Unfortunately, Sheldon Creed also got a little bit of damage as well. Tough break there for Chandler Smith and Brett Moffitt, both drivers having solid runs. Chandler Smith running around the top 10. He hadn't scored any stage points, unfortunately. Was having a decent day overall. And Brett Moffitt had been running top 5 and top 10 all day. Such a shame for the driver of the 25. That was one of their better runs they've had, especially after the last couple weeks have not gone well for this team. They were having a great run, and unfortunately, the day was done. To me, when it comes to the incident, that is clearly on both Brandon Jones and Derek Kraus. I have no clue what they were doing there. That was completely avoidable and completely unacceptable if you ask me. That could have been available, and Chandler Smith, understandably, was frustrated, and now Chandler Smith is in a must-win situation. So then on the restart, you have Cole Custer lead the field from the outside with Justin Allgaier on the inside, and Cole Custer got a fantastic run and was able to lose lead, though, because Justin Allgaier actually got it. But then Justin Allgaier actually had to come down pit road a little bit later because he was talking about a loose wheel. And then at the same time, Ryan Sieg also came down pit road with a flat right rear tire. And Justin Allgaier, of course, had rated in a little bit earlier, but he decided to come down pit road. And then a few laps later, Park Kligerman, he would get down pit road from 10th position after contact into the outside wall. And then we saw Justin Allgaier get his lap back, and then we started seeing green flag pit stops. First, you had Joe Graff Jr. come in on lap 136. Then a few laps later, Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill came in. Then the next lap, Dale Jr. and Riley Herbst came in, who was also in the race, that being Dale Jr. On lap 140, Cole Custer came down pit road. And Sam Mayer almost actually got the Cole Custer coming to pit road, but still lost a lot of time. And then Chandler Smith actually, unfortunately, went to the garage and his day was over during that time. And then after the green flag pit stops had continued with 49 to go, Cole Custer had the lead. However, his day, unfortunately, would end a little early. Well, his day continued, but unfortunately, his chances would go away of winning because with 49 laps to go, he had to hit the outside wall for the first time all day after being so dominant, hit the outside wall, and would have a flat tire and would unfortunately go 1 lap down, going away from winning the race to being a lap down. Unfortunately, would get a penalty for crew member over the wall too soon. That ended his day, and his chance to go for the victory in this race. And that would hand the lead to Sam Mayer. And then Justin Allgaier, he came down the road for his final set of tires. And then with 36 laps to go, the final caution of the race, so the second to last caution race, would come out for a loose tire on pit road that apparently had been sitting there for a little bit. They would go ahead and throw the caution for entertainment reasons because someone could have gotten that tire, but that would affect the outcome of the race because that would leave Sheldon Creed decided to actually stay out on the racetrack when else came down pit road. For whatever reason, he decided to stay out trying to lap some guys, I assume, and Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier's day was going to be really more difficult at this point. And Sam Mayer actually also won the race off pit road. So then on the restart, Sheldon Creed lead the field from the outside with Sam Mayer on the inside. And Sheldon Creed got a really terrible restart and unfortunately lost a ton of positions. Down the back straightaway, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would get into the outside of Josh Berry. They would have contact. Jr. would get loose. And Josh Berry got on the outside wall, bringing out a caution with a flat tire. That's on Jr. Unfortunately, he's got loose. Sometimes you're going to have those situations. Jr. have been moving forward. But unfortunately, his day would come to an end. And then we get to the final restart of the race with Sam Mayer leading the field from the inside and also on the outside. And Sam Mayer got a fantastic run and was able to clear for the race lead. And Sam Mayer started pulling away from John Hunter Nemechek. Meanwhile, 14 laps ago, Jen Burton got into the outside wall at turn number 3 and nearly spun coming to pit road, but came down pit road with the flat tire. And then with 7 laps to go, this is where things get extremely interesting. Riley Herbst would pass John Hunter Nemechek going into turn number 3, I believe, for second position, and then it basically became a cat and mouse game between Riley Herbst and Sam Mayer, because Riley Herbst had a faster car time than Sam Mayer. One lap, you had it down to 1.6 seconds. The next lap, 1.4 seconds. The next lap, 1 second. It's kind of like last week's race of Kurtzabel trying to catch Kyle Larson. It was kind of like that. And as they came to 2 laps to go, you had Sheldon Creed who hit the outside wall and came down pit road with the flat tire. But as it came to the white flag of this race, Sam Mayer had about a 4/10 of a second lead over Riley Herbst, and Riley Herbst tried to get to the inside, gained a little bit of time, but lost a little bit down the backstretch. As they went into turn number 3, Riley Herbst tried everything to get him, but it would not be enough as Sam Mayer got on the outside wall. Riley Herbst would have nothing for him at the end. And coming out the final corner, Sam Mayer picks up his 4th win of 2023, his 4th career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory, his first career win on an oval in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and locks his way into the championship 4. Massive props to Sam Mayer. He didn't have the best car in the field. I think Cole Custer absolutely did. But he had the second best car for sure. And his car was really good, especially in the long run. Never really was outside the top 5 all day long. And put himself in the right position in the right time. And held off a hard-charging Riley Herbst, which is extremely impressive. And getting his first win on oval is also really awesome to see. And I'm telling you, Sam Mayer has now won 4 of the last 12 NASCAR Xfinity Series races. If he doesn't win the championship this year, he may become the championship favorite in 2024 because this one team has come to life. Since they brought Marty Lindley on to work with Sam Mayer, this team has been extremely good. And congratulations to Sam Mayer making it to the championship 4. He might be one of the favorites going to Phoenix in a few weeks. So now we're going to take a look at the race results. I'll give you my score and thoughts on today's race. So Sam Mayer picks up the victory. Riley Herbst finished second. Extremely impressed by Riley Herbst. Again, that win last week was not a fluke. He had a chance to win another race, and this is the 3rd straight top 5 finish for Riley Herbst in a row. That's the first time he's done that in his NASCAR Xfinity Series career. This 98 team is coming to life. I think Riley Herbst could be an outside championship contender or threat next year. The 98 team's been improving this year, and fantastic run for Riley Herbst in second place. John Nemechek finishes 3rd. He does not lock into the championship 4 as he yet, but 3rd place still a great run. Now going to Martinsville, he's in a pretty good position to score a few stage points and to lock his way into the championship 4. Didn't have race winning speed, but 3rd place is still a great run, all things considered. Austin Hill finished 4th. Austin Hill, despite a solid run overall, did not score a lot of stage points, and that unfortunately hurt him in this race, but he still finishes in the top 5. Good day for Austin Hill. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishes 5th. Despite the controversy with what happened between him and Josh Berry, he finished 5th. Good day for him. Jr. never had the race winning speed. He had a Bristol, but still top 5 is a good run, all things considered. Glad to see Dale Jr. back by the wheel. We're not sure if he'll be racing again in 2024, not at this point, but nonetheless, a top 5 is still a great run for Dale Earnhardt Jr., all things considered. Daniel Hemrick finished 6th. Great recovery for him. Was kind of quiet. They never really mentioned him on the broadcast booth all day. Just had a quiet day overall. It gets a very solid top 10 finish. Parker Clearman finished 7th. Great recovery for him after the issues he had. He had a top 10 car most of the day. Started in the back, kind of moved his way forward. Is still recovered, finished 7th. Great run for Parker Clearman. Brandon Jones finished 8th. Again, another top 10 finisher, Brandon Jones. Again, this 9 team is getting better and better, it seems like, on a week-by-week basis, and gets a very solid top 10 finish in 8th place. Sammy Smith finished 9th. He's absolutely in a must-win situation going into Martinsville next week. Luckily for him, he's pretty good at Martinsville, but he did finish 9th today. Decent run, all things considered. And Joe Graff Jr. gets a top 10. Was not expecting much from Joe Graff this weekend, but still a top 10 is what you can get, all things considered. Derek Cross finished 11th. Did get that stage win. Did have that mistake with Brandon Jones, but he does finish in 11th. Parker Reslap finished 12th. Decent day for him. Cole Custer finished 13th. I want to talk about him because Cole Custer absolutely had the best car in the field, and I don't think anyone was really going to touch him. Unfortunately, that mistake on pit road cost him a shot at the win. And too many men over the wall also cost him a shot. Man, tough break for Cole Custer, but he's still above the cutoff line, but it definitely could be a lot better had he won this race. He still, though, is 13th. He did recover a little bit, but not enough to contend for the victory. Ryan Sieg finished 14th, decent run for him. Justin Allgaier finished 15th. He had a top 2, top 3 car most of the day. Unfortunately, that mistake cost him, and Allgaier, unfortunately, is below the cutoff line. Tough day for Allgaier in 15th. Kyle Whalen finished 16th, decent run for him. Josh Williams finished 17th. Jeffrey Earnhardt finished 18th. Brendan Poole finishes 19th, and Jeb Burton finishes in 20th. Jeremy Cummins finished 21st. Kyle Sieg finished 22nd. Leland Honeyman finishes in 23rd. Ryan Ellis finishes in 24th. Patrick Emmerling finished 25th. Sheldon Creed finished 26th. Tough day for Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed definitely had a pretty good car, one of the best cars on the long run, but they tried that strategy call, and that completely cost him a shot at the victory in this race, and they still finished 26th. Not a great day, all things considered. At the end of the day, all things considered, he finished 26th. Mason Massey finished 27th. Anthony Alfredo finished 28th. Blaine Perkins finished 29th. Kaz Grall finished 30th after his issues, was running the top 10 a lot. The early portion, unfortunately, hitting the inside wall on pit road during the green flag pit stops, cost him a shot at a great day. Connor Mosak finished 31st after electrical issue. Josh Berry, after crashing out, finished 32nd. Never had the raw speed to contend for the victory. It was good early, but faded. The run went on, and they never recovered up front and had that damage from the crash with Dale Jr. that cost him. Mason Maggio finished 33rd. Chandler Smith finished 34th after crashing out. He's in a must-win situation going into the race at Homestead, a race at Martinsville, I should say. Brett Mauve finishes 35th. Dawson Cramp finished 36th. CJ McLaughlin finished 37th. And Ryan Newman finished last in 38th. I want to talk about Ryan Newman for a second. Ryan Newman actually was in the top 20, but unfortunately had some sort of electrical issues. I think some sort of gearing issue is what we found out. That's a shame for Ryan Newman because he had been running 19 before that incident had happened. And there was a lot of drivers' issues in front of him. He could have finished in the top 15 today in an MBM car. But man, impressed by Ryan Newman until that situation happened. So now we're going to talk about the overall race as a whole, and I'll give you my score and thoughts on today's race. I thought today's race was really, really good. Granted, it did get strung out a little bit, and that wasn't the most exciting part, but historically, Homestead Miami Speedway, it does get strung out, especially on long green flag runs, and there were really fun and entertaining battles throughout the pack and throughout the field. And then I thought the finish of this race was extremely exciting. But not only that, that stretch at the beginning of Stage 3 where we had a battle between Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, and Cole Custer for like 15 laps was awesome and entertaining. And like I said, the finish between Riley Herbst and Sam Mayer was really fun, compelling, and entertaining. So my score for today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Homestead Miami Speedway is not as good as last year's race, but still a pretty good race overall. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, very compelling, very interesting race, a great ending to it, and still a race you didn't know who was going to win until the end. An 8.5 out of 10 is my score. So, that is going to be today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from Homestead Miami Speedway. Want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's race. What are your thoughts on today's race? Let me know below. Let me know your score in the comments below. And congratulate Sam Mayer on picking up his 4th win of 2023 and locking his way into the Championship 4. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the NASCAR Cup Series race review from Homestead Miami Speedway. And then on Monday, we're going to have a NASCAR news. We've got a couple of major news stories that broke over the weekend we need to talk about on the channel on Monday. And we're also likely to have the Xfinity Series race picks for Homestead Miami, for Martinsville dropping. And then Tuesday, I may also have the NASCAR Cup Series race picks for Martinsville. But that's probably not going to come out till Thursday. I'll probably have who I think will make the Championship 4. That video will likely come out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.